Hello, everybody! Who's ready?
Are you ready to get hungry?
I know.
Always.
I made sure I had a big dinner before this because if I went into this hungry, it was going to be torture. So
I normally eat after the stream, and today I am just like, no, I'm eating.
I did before. I actually did have Popeyes earlier today.
That's what I was thinking about. I'm trying to eat better, but I was saying to myself, if I was going to have fast food before this, it would have to be Popeyes. Great, now I want Popeyes.
I think I just saw your Instagram reel on that, Brad, where you tried the pickle stuff.
Yeah, that's right, the pickle one.
Glazed, and the sandwich was fine. The pickle lemonade, not really.
Okay.
I'm like you, man. I think pickles are nasty.
I'm a pickle girl, but that does sound a step too far.
But Popeye's chicken sandwich is so good, they made that pickle glaze work, and I'm not a pickle guy.
Okay, I definitely have to try it then.
Don't tempt me, Bradley.
But yes, welcome everyone. We are doing a tier list. In case you don't know what we're doing here today, we are doing a tier list ranking fast food restaurants. And this is not a tier list as usual with the tier list that we do here. It's not one that I made. It's one I already found pre-generated. So there will be some of these that we're just going to have to pass over because we're not in the area where some of these fast food restaurants serve. But I did like this one because it had a lot of fast food
Some
places.
Chicago ones.
Yeah, some places that were
Midwest ones.
Midwest
Yeah.
specific and weren't just East Coast, West Coast based. So I had to make sure we got the Culvers and the Portillos in there, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you know, you
Culver's
know.
and Portillos represent.
100%. Obviously, we do have a new face. Well, I guess not new face. Hopefully, y'all know who Brad is. In case you don't, we're joined by Brad today. Because I think it was Doug, I think you had the thought where it's like, if we're talking about fast food, who is the Channel Awesome fast food expert, if not Brad Jones?
It was either me or like half the people on stream. I wouldn't be surprised by either.
Half my stomach is deep fried, so I can handle this.
Yeah, I do feel like you're the expert here.
My stomach is glad I'm just talking about it and not eating it this time.
Just not shoving as much as possible into your face.
Have any Pepto-Bismol on standby?
I do, actually. I have some over there because this is where I film Brad Tries.
Brad tries heartburn.
Before we jump too far into this, let me just remind everybody that this is not a Q&A stream, so we will definitely say thank you for all the bits and the subs and all that, but please understand that we may not have time to answer every single question, especially if they're off topic. So just keep that in mind. We appreciate all of you, but just something to, remember is that we're not at a Q&A stream right now, so we'll try to answer questions, but they may be short, or we may just have to say thank you for the bits and the subs. So along those lines, Kermit Wazowski, thank you so much for that 63-month subscription.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Sweet.
Appreciate that. Been a minute. I just couldn't miss a good fast food discussion, and also almost a whole year, all that jazz.
And Brad.
And Brad. Majestic Demon, thank you for that 60-month subscription. Welcome back.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate this. What? How could this be? 60 months of tolerating this insanely dysfunctional group of humans? Love all you crazies.
We love you too.
It's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we say about chat. Heyo.
Oh. Tanuki Girl, thank you for that subscription. And Anonymous, thank you for gifting that sub to Bold Eater Souls. Appreciate that.
Hey, that's my other account name.
I was going to say, I don't know if you've noticed, but Doug is bald.
And only me, nobody else.
Yes.
Represent with the hat, bro.
Love that. All right. Well, let's just hop right into this because there's quite a few restaurants on this list. All right, we'll start with the very first one, which is A&W.
Okay, so I have a nostalgic attachment to A&W. But if I'm being honest, like, I don't know, B or C maybe?
I've only had it a handful of times, and honestly, aside from the root beer, I don't remember it that well.
Yeah, it's the old A&W places that I kind of grew up with. Like, my dad used to take me when we would go skiing up in Wisconsin. Like, it was a drive-through, like Sonic is now. those really don't exist anymore. So it's like, I think the A&W I like is the one in my head from like 20, 30 years ago. Whereas the one now is probably pretty shitty because I haven't been there in a while. But I do love A&W root beer. So
Yeah,
I love a good root beer float.
Their root beer, and I've really, for as far back as I can remember, I've mostly just had their fries because our A&Ws were partnered with, they were in the same, one of those dual fast food places, like where there was also a Long John's in there. And I love Long John Silver's. So when I would get Long John Silver's, it was always the A&W fries that they would give with it.
Ooh.
Okay.
The hot dogs there, the hot dogs and fries I remember being good. I don't remember the burgers being good. But the hot dogs I remember being pretty decent. But yeah, I don't know. But to me, it's like, it's very mid. Probably.
Yeah, my memory is
yeah.
very bad. Yeah.
But the root beer, though.
But the
There was some
root
ice
beer.
cream in there. Yeah, that's a treat.
Okay, so Rob, you're a B. Doug, you're what?
Man, I guess I'll say
C for
C.
nostalgia's sake.
I'll say C just because I don't remember liking it, but I don't remember hating it. So I guess that's a C for me. But like I said, I don't have the strongest memory of it.
Okay, Brad.
And if I'm just going by the little that I've had from it, I guess I would put, it's unfair to say since there's a lot on the menu I haven't had, but if I'm going by the fries that I mostly get there, probably C, because they're fine. It's just they taste like fries, like there wasn't much distinct about them. You know what I mean?
Are we about to have a tie on our very first one? Because I would put it at a B. I like A&W more than I like I feel like the equivalent of an A&W in my mind is a DQ Chill and Grill,
Yeah.
and
I can see that.
I would much rather have an A&W than go to a DQ Chill and Grill or Grill Chill, whatever the Dairy Queens.
I just don't trust DQ for anything that's not ice cream.
They have pretty legit chicken tenders.
The tenders are good.
Yeah, some of the food's not as bad as you would think, actually. The few times I had to get it.
All right, so we got 2 B's and 2 C's. I'm going to put this up to a quick poll in chat. Okay? If you have
I can't believe Brad has the lower letter in that.
B or C. I'm only doing 2 minutes in chat. Oh, I have to put something. Okay, fine. A and W. Start poll. You've never heard of A&W. It is most famously a root beer brand, but they do also have restaurants.
They have a few
I
restaurants,
actually have a A&W Zero Sugar that I'm drinking right now.
Oh, there you go.
They're good. Yeah.
They're good. They're legit diet sodas, in my opinion. You know?
The funny thing is the diet, like root beer, Dr. Pepper, all of those, I like those better than like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi.
Yeah,
Sprite.
I get root beer zero when I'm at the theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Really fast, while chat has 1 more minute to vote, let's look at some of these bit messages. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Have any of you guys seen Return of the Living Dead?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forget which one. Is that just the second one?
No, Return of the Living Dead is the one that's the it's a comedy. It's a comedy horror. It's the one where the zombies walk around saying brains.
Oh, I haven't seen. Okay, I haven't seen the whole thing, but I have seen bits and pieces. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, that's a good one.
Phineas, thank you for the 50 bits. Is Culver's on here? Legally, I have to say that restaurant is the best thing ever, and I only discovered it once I got to the Midwest.
It's
hell yeah, Culver's is on here, and you'd better believe I'm gonna rank that S tier.
Chat, don't do this to me. How are we at 50-50?
What?
Chat, please. Chat, please.
Fantastic.
Someone help us.
Okay, in the event that this happens, we just go to Wade Flow. He's the only other staff here, so.
That's true.
All right, people are starting to vote now. Okay, all right. The tie has been broken.
Okay.
The tie's back on. The tie is broken. Chat, you're tearing me apart right now.
It's tearing me apart, chat.
Now I feel like they're just trying to get it even for the memes.
Now, Whataburger's on the list.
Hey,
Can they not see the bottom of the list? Whataburger's on the list.
It's there.
Yeah.
But I've never been there, sadly.
1.
Okay.
Ended up being a B. Yeah, Whataburger's on there.
All right.
All right, great. That brings us to Arby's.
Okay,
F.
so all right, so I have a question. When rating these, does being high count? Because food
Whoa.
tastes very different when you're high, and Arby's tastes very different when you're high. So if I'm high,
It also
Arby's-
gave you food poisoning. It should be F for food poisoning, genius.
That means it's
correct.
working.
So for years, so for years, if I was high, I'd say, well, yeah, it's clearly an A. But then it gave me food poisoning, and it sobered me up, and I probably say D. Though the mozzarella sticks are not that bad.
No, there's it's one of those I never.
I'd only give it
crave
a D for the curly fries. That would be it.
I would bump it up to a C for the curly fries, and I think their dipping sauces are really good. They had Wagyu burgers like limited recently that were pretty good, but it's never the only time I have Arby's is when it is something for
Sure,
the channel. It's
Wagyu beef at Arby's. Okay.
it had to have been. It
I
tied,
believe them.
it tied in with the Good Burger 2 movie.
Beautiful. Okay, so Rob's a D, Brad's a C. Doug, where were you falling then?
I'm a D. I'll say D.
You're a D. I'm also a D. But okay,
Yeah.
let's just get this out of the way right now, chat. Okay, you can ridicule me all you want. I don't eat beef. It just sits like a lump in my stomach, so I don't eat a lot of burgers.
That's okay. There's none of that at Arby's.
Right. So I just do not go to Arby's. They have like some chicken wraps and some other stuff.
Yeah.
And the curly fries, I do love a good curly fry. But
Let me just say,
Those are
on
good.
the opposite side of the spectrum from Heather, I love beef. Love it. And that is why I hate Arby's. It's just
all right, there we go, a D. Baja Fresh. I've never had a Baja Fresh. I don't know what Baja Fresh is.
Neither have I.
All right, great. No Baja Fresh. Does anyone know? Does anyone have Baja Freshes by them, chat? Is this like a
I've heard
East
of it
Coast
before.
thing?
maybe?
Chat is just saying, nope, never heard of it.
Weird.
Fantastic. How about Blimpies?
Is that the sub place?
It looks like it's a sub place, yes.
I actually remember that being pretty good.
Yeah. I'd probably throw it in the same category as like A&W, like a
Yeah, like
soda.
yeah. The bread especially is usually pretty good. It's nice and I don't know how you put it. You feel like you can like fit a lot in that bread.
Okay. So Doug and Rob, you're both B's.
B for Blimpy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Brad?
Yeah, I'm the same boat. Like, it's been a while since I've had it, but I could see kind of comparing it there to A&W a little bit. Where, yeah, it's fine. B.
Okay. I've never had Blimpy, so B it is. What about Bojangles?
I've never had Bojangles.
Had it.
There. All
And I had it once and it was pretty good, but I don't know. Places I've only been to once, I don't feel like ranking them because I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
Okay.
so I'd probably put it in never had.
Okay. All right. How about Boston Market?
Man.
Does that
Okay,
set
so
me
which
back?
which Boston Market? Because old school Boston Market I thought was actually pretty damn good. But
Now Boston Market.
Now Boston Market is awful.
I haven't had any. I remember when I had it, I was always like, well, this isn't great, but it's, fast food Thanksgiving. What am I expecting? Kind of thing. For fast food Thanksgiving, it's passable-ish.
Late
but
90s Boston Market, I will die on the hill and say it was pretty good.
All right,
It also didn't have competition though, which was part of its secret. Now any grocery store you can get all of these things.
Yeah, it's a good point.
But at the time I thought it was pretty good, but it's been awful for a long time.
I mean, I haven't had it a while. I guess I would say C from my recollection, but if someone goes lower, I won't fight it. I will fight going higher.
We didn't have a Boston Market near us.
Rob, where would you put it if Doug is a C?
I mean, I would say, like, if we're talking about it nowadays, I would honestly give it a D.
D. Okay. I feel like I would agree with. I'm on that cusp of C and D as well.
It's rough, isn't
Because
it?
there's a lot of nostalgia. We used to have a Boston
same
Market
here.
right by us. But even as a kid, like,
You kind of know.
you know that, like, even as a kid, I knew that those were fake mashed potatoes. And, like, that was some Velveeta mac and cheese. And,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, but it's very
You say that like there's
comforting.
something wrong with Velveeta mac and cheese.
Well, I mean, it's just cheaper, you know. It's not real cheese. It's cheese byproduct or whatever it's
I
called.
say, I'm a cheap date.
So I feel like I do still want to put it in C. I think the C's are gonna win just for the nostalgia too. The meatloaf's not bad. We used to get the turkey was dry. The chicken we used to like. We used to get a rotisserie chicken before it was cool to have a Costco rotisserie chicken.
I do kind of remember that. Yeah, that was a common thing. I remember.
Yeah. So I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough for it. Ooh, this will be an interesting one. Burger King.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah,
So,
because
honestly, their burgers I like better than McDonald's easily.
yeah, me too.
Not even a competition. But the problem is like McDonald's breakfast is so much better.
Yeah, I mean their breakfast isn't their little French toast sticks. Those aren't bad. But everything else, like if it's a breakfast sandwich, it's like, yeah, I would just get McDonald's. But I mean, I'm with you. Everything else at Burger King is better. This is like what you were saying, Heather, with like reality versus nostalgia. Like I do have some nostalgic connections.
Oh, we
to
both have
Burger
Burger King nostalgia because that was our place of choice after school.
Yeah.
I remember I would drive you there, Doug, and you'd be like, let's get the rodeo burger.
I'd still
Oh,
get it.
yeah.
Whenever I go, I still get the rodeo burger. I love the rodeo. It's off menu.
Yeah.
It's special. It feels more special that way.
It minimum B. Like it's
Yeah, I
definitely
agree.
not below it.
Yeah, I would go a B. Their breakfast has gotten better only because the first time I had their breakfast, they just put it on a regular bun, which was weird.
That's really weird.
I know, like this is odd, but I'm hungry and kind of hungover. But no, Burger King is one. I think their fries are just mid, but
Actually, I love their fries.
it's not that it's like I think they're their fries like nothing. I like when I crave their fries, it's because I crave their dipping sauces, like that zesty sauce is really good. But no, there's times during the year where I'm in the mood for a Whopper, or even their Impossible Burger. Their Impossible Whopper is really good too. So I'd give it a B.
Yeah, bare minimum a B. If anybody says A, I'll switch mine to A. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could say A. But then it would be a case of like we would just tie it out because McDonald's. There's no way in hell I'm putting McDonald's in S, so that would also have to be an
A. Heather, what do you say?
I am in A with Burger King. I love
I'll go A.
Yeah, I get it.
Again, I don't eat beef, but an Impossible Whopper hits different. And I don't know what it is, but those chicken fries, I love a good chicken fry.
Those are good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're like basically just chicken nuggets, but the fry shape. I don't know. I love a good chicken fry.
That's another thing too. Actually, Brad, you probably be better answering this. Do they do the gimmicky stuff pretty well? Like the Cheetos thing and stuff. Like I seem to remember them doing the gimmick stuff pretty well too.
They do, because do you remember when they had it was one of their like colored Whoppers, like maybe the Halloween one, or maybe it was either
everyone was shit and green, right?
Yes. Yeah. I gotta give it up to him for that. That was kind of awesome.
Okay, so I'm a for sure A, Rob's a for sure B, Brad's B. Have you changed now, Doug, or no?
I'll switch it to A. Somebody need to say A, so I'll go A.
Okay, then this one's up to chat then too, because we're 2 versus 2. All right, hold on.
Plus, I like their current 70s aesthetic.
No,
Since
yeah.
we're returning to the 1970s with inflation and a crashing economy and a bunch of incompetence running the country, no matter what party. Yeah, I think they're really onto something and leaning hard into it.
Well, that means they need to bring ashtrays back in there.
Heck yeah.
Oh.
There used to be a Burger King right by my house that was still stuck in like the 80s aesthetic, and they just redid it like 2-3 years ago, and all of us were so sad. We were like, no, I
found
understand
out,
why it needed to happen, but please, that's why we loved that place.
Somebody pointed out the Burger King in Naperville that still has the old diner design. I think that's like the last original Burger King. I think.
Oh, really?
That's why I love
really
downtown
cool in
Naperville, where that Burger King is. It's so cool.
And
That's still
I
there.
used to live right by, or an hour away from Moline, Illinois, which has it has a place called Burger King that existed before the fast food chain. And so they had to, because of a lawsuit, once Burger King became a franchise, they had to do this settlement where there can't be a Burger King like chain within however many miles of this like one Burger King in Moline, Illinois.
That's very funny.
Yeah, I've seen that before. All right, I'm gonna just look at some of these bit messages really fast while chat votes here. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Brad, in Return of the Living Dead, what do you think of the main character, Bert?
Was that the old man or Tom
not sure.
Matthews? Because it's like I know the actors. I'm trying to remember the characters' names. I like the characters in it. There because it starts out with these two guys working in this like crematorium. One's a younger guy, one's an older guy, and their rapport back and forth together was very funny. And they brought him back in the sequel as different characters.
Bert is Clue Gallagher.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's the old dude. Yeah, he's very funny in it.
Chat has put Burger King as a B.
Well,
so there we go. You only have yourselves to blame.
Animals.
Chat.
You're the one who said B too.
All right.
Yeah, but I thought I was gonna get an A. I just kept quiet then.
Next one is Raising Cane's.
I never had.
I'll vouch for Raising Cane's as being an A.
Raising Cane's does their chicken fingers very, very, very well, and they have that special sauce that they have.
Yeah,
I'd almost say B, only in as much as it's a very limited menu. But
yeah, that's true.
But they're limited. It's a very, very good limited menu. But it is.
They do the one thing they do really, really well.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I respect
what
that.
you're looking for.
Yeah. So because of that, I go B. But I mean, if you're in the mood for really good like chain chicken tenders, you can't go wrong with that.
So we've got a B and an A, and never really had it. And then I'm about to be the outlier here. Raising Cane's for me is an easy D.
Oh,
I have only been like 4 times, and every single time I have walked away severely disappointed. First of all, 50% of the time they've been out of the cane sauce, and it's like, okay,
oh, that sucks.
well, what do you want?
Okay,
Why
well,
am I
yeah,
even
if
here?
you're not getting the sauce.
And then every other time, their size has been small. They haven't been cooked as well as I expected them to be for the price that I paid. I don't like Raising Cane's.
Man,
did you get it at the airport?
I didn't. It's been 4 times, but 2 separate ones. Because after I had really bad experiences with the first place that I went to, I was like, all right, maybe it's just the one near me. Maybe I just need to venture out to a different Raising Cane's, and this one just sucks. Still had a bad experience, so I don't know.
Man, so what do we do? That's B, C, and D.
No, it's A, B.
No, it's A, B, and D.
I think then we can put it in B. You know. It's like splitting the middle ground.
We can't have chat choose everything.
We can't have chat choose everything. That's true. All right, next one is Carl's Jr.
I haven't had that either.
I mean, if you can
really
survive without having a heart attack, it's pretty good.
It is like they were really big when I was growing up, but this was when it was just Hardee's. So back in the 80s.
See, that's the thing. I remember it more when it was Hardee's, but even back then, they were always just like heart attack on a plate. They were like, whenever you would see those articles, they're like, this is the worst thing you can possibly order. Doctors everywhere are terrified. It was always at Hardee's.
If it was like the 90s, I'd give it an A, because that was back when they had fried chicken. They were like half for a bit there in the 90s. They were also like a chicken joint, and it was very, very good. Then they got bought by Carl's Jr. The menu changed, but their breakfast is still about the same, and the breakfast is very good.
Wait, are we still talking about Hardee's or Carl Jr.?
Yeah, both.
Carl's Jr. took them over, basically.
Because like it's also sort of a regional thing where in some areas it's called Hardee's, in some areas.
Wait. So I have had Hardee's.
That's Carl's Jr.
They're the same thing.
Oh,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like what's
okay.
It called? Panera is called St. Louis like bread company or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, probably somewhere between a C and a D for me.
Oh,
I'm not the biggest fan. Again, I remember in the 90s liking it. I don't remember liking it now. I guess I'll say C. I just haven't had enough experience for a D, but I've had enough for a C.
I'll go C because I really just get the breakfast whenever I'm there. But once in a while, I'll get the chicken sandwich when I'm on the road. It's kind of one of those road places for me where I associate it with going on a trip. So that's usually when I get it. But it's not. Yeah, I did like it better when it was just the Hardee's back in the 90s.
Okay, so we got C, and Rob, what was yours?
I don't know, B or C. Like everybody voted C, so you could just throw it in C.
One of us. All
right, there we go.
No, I'm not gonna fight on it because it's not something I'm in love with. So
right, yeah.
I think it's probably a little better. Then again, I have not been to one probably in a few years at this point. So,
all right. Okay, moving on to Checkers. I've never had Checkers before.
Now this is Checkers burgers, right? Because I think
Checkers it's kind of like with Carl's and Hardee's. In some areas, it's Rallies. I grew up with it being called Rallies.
Gotcha.
I only had it at airports, and for me, it was always a C.
My wife, for whatever reason, became really obsessed with them for a while. For about a month or two, she would just go get them over and over. And every single time I went, I said, okay, well, this is the time I'm going to have something good here. And it never happened. I don't like it. I don't see why it's still right. It's the most generic, nothing food to me. And and I could take generic if it was good, but it wasn't even good. So yeah, I probably put a lot.
Sounds like my thoughts on Chipotle. I could take generic if it's good, but this is garbage.
Yeah, I probably say D for me. I wasn't a fan of them.
Oh.
I'll go C because whenever I've had it, I think it's fine. But you're right about generic. Like it's like I eat it, it's fine. It's something that I don't crave again. It's not like it's like I can't wait till a day where I can have this again. Like yeah, no, it's just serviceable to me. So I would say a C.
Okay, Rob, what were you at?
I'm at a C. Every time I've been there, it's been an airport, and it was a C meal. I mean, maybe it's because it's an airport, but I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we'll put it in C. We have 2 C's and a D. All right. Next up is Chick-fil-A.
Their fries are outstanding.
B, like for me, they're a B. It's if this was years ago, they would have been like A easily. But like I feel like there's just better competition now.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Any of the quote unquote politics or whatever aside, I don't really care. I want some chicken. So it's just they're just only okay to me now.
That sauce is fantastic. Like they sell that in stores now.
The sauce is good. I do like the waffle fries. There's the waffle fries there. It's just I'm like I just feel like I'll go to some other place.
Now that you have other chicken sandwiches like that are, and I like Chick-fil-A, but now that you have other like how Popeyes does theirs, and you have all these other kind of grander chicken sandwiches, I do agree. Like when I was growing up, it'd be about an A. Now it's still good, and there's things there that are great. But I would
if you're in a B category, I think we're saying it's still good.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say a B too.
That completely changed my answer because I was gonna say an A, and then when you mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, I am thinking of a lot of other places that have come up since then. I mean, which is good. You could argue they innovated that, but yeah, you're right. I am thinking of a lot of places that are similar that are better. I'll say I guess I'll say B, but it's like a close A. I do like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I'm a Chick-fil-A hater as well.
Oh.
I don't understand the hype of Chick-fil-A. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand the hype. Besides the waffle fries, I do love a good waffle fry, but I can also just get waffle fries frozen in the grocery store and put them in my air fryer, and it'll be fine. But I'm a Chick-fil-A
Part of
hater.
the hype was a supply and demand thing, particularly around here. We didn't have any, so one opened up. It's like, oh my god! But now I just feel like even when it comes to Chick-fil-A's, you can find one every couple towns around here.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I had one. I'm like, yeah, this is still good. This is serviceably good. You know, but you're right, it wasn't great. Yeah. I'll say B. So we got what, 3 B's, and then where were you?
I mean, probably a D for me, but like, I just think they're overrated, overpriced, whatever. So, well, we could go B. I'm outvoted. I hear it. I understand. I get it. All right. Speaking of maybe overhyped for some of y'all, Chipotle is up next.
D.
I'm sure people are going that low. I'm kind of what you just said, Heather, about Chick-fil-A. I never fully got it. Like when you go in, it's like, oh, this is kind of neat, you know, at a time when there wasn't many of those things. But the food's always like, at best.
It's not very flavorful imitation Mexican. It's I would honestly rather just go to Taco Bell and get Americanized Mexican than Chipotle.
Usually when I go to Chipotle anymore is because I think their chips are really good.
They did one thing and one thing only that I liked. The chips and then the pozole, which they did for a while, which then it disappeared. And I'm like, well, I have zero reason to go here now.
Dude, remember when we were doing the second Snob movie and one of the days they brought in like a bunch of Chipotle for everyone, and it was the day that Eduardo was there filming, and Rob, I can't remember, I think it was you, and you were just like, remind you of back home. He says, nope, not at all.
Oh Lord.
I would give it a C.
Okay, so we got a D from Rob, a C from Brad. Doug, where are you at?
Oh, let's go all the way and give it a D. Yeah, why not?
Oh my gosh, how are we so far from all of this? I give Chipotle an A. I love a good Chipotle run.
Really?
I love a good burrito
I know,
bowl.
yeah.
I remember when they
basic
did
bitch
like
when it comes to Chipotle. I love a good Chipotle run.
They did like a cheese sauce at some point, and people were complaining that it had the grittiness of toothpaste, and their excuse was like, well, it's all natural. And I'm like, you can make cheese sauce that doesn't taste like this bad. I remember having it because I'm like, I got to see for myself. No one would put out a product that bad. I'm like, oh, and you did. And you're trying to claim it's because, well, it's natural. This is how food should taste. And I'm like, then we obviously did great things with science.
I almost wonder if part of it too, though, is I always get their meat substitutes. They have a lot of really great, like, sofritas.
Wait, what I was eating was meat? It was actually meat.
That's what I was thinking.
So when I tend to get like either the vegan chorizo that they had for a little while or the sofritas, like they tend to load it up a little bit more than they do like with the regular meats and like.
Oh, man, maybe those taste different.
So I don't know. I love a good Chipotle run, but we had a D, a C, and an A. So I mean, the D's.
Wait, I think a C. Oh, I was gonna say, would that balance out to a C? Or
I mean, I'm okay with that balancing out to a C.
I'm not gonna fight.
Poor Arby's, man.
Poor Arby's.
I was gonna say it does feel right just seeing that.
I have no sympathy for Arby's.
All right, Church's Chicken.
I've had them a couple times. I thought they were pretty good. They're like fried chicken. Their exterior's interesting, like the fried skin or whatever. Like, I don't know what they do, but I've only been there twice, so it's like hard for me to judge. Like, I don't know if we should put it in the never been there category, but that's
I'm the same way. I think I always confused it for Browns.
Well, Browns, I think, is long gone, isn't it?
No, Browns is still around.
It's around.
It still exists.
Where
did they go?
I used to live right by one.
They used to be everywhere around here.
And I don't remember being bad. I don't know if I remember it being great.
Church's it's good. It's my favorite of the fast food chicken are the ones that they're easily identifiable. You know, you take a bite out of Popeyes, you know what it is.
You know
Same
exactly,
with KFC.
Oh yeah.
Church's, it was fine, but it's like later I wouldn't be able to pick this out of a lineup. You know what I mean? It's just like it's good.
I would not I wouldn't put it anywhere lower than a B. So, but where you rank it, like as I said, I've only had it twice, and I'm just like, no, I thought it was pretty good, but it's like it's not like I have an extensive like knowledge. So,
Brad, where would you put it? You seem to, or Heather, have you had Church's or no?
I have. I would probably put it somewhere on the cusp between a C and a B. We had more Browns growing up than Church's. So I don't know. It's somewhere between a B and a C, which is not very definitive, but
well, there is Church's.
I would say B if it's me.
I guess I would say C because if it's a choice between that and Browns, I would go with Browns. Browns, I would put it a B. And Browns is more nostalgic for me because I did grow up around them. I guess a high C, I guess, because it is good. Like it tastes fine. It's just there's
another just give it a B, you monster.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not?
Wait, what was that? Sorry, we're giving it a what?
B.
A
yeah,
B?
I'll give it a B.
All right, we'll put it in B. All right, how about Cookout? I've never had Cookout.
I never heard of it.
I've never had that.
All right, great. Never mind then. Culver's, the staple of the Midwest.
I do like Culver.
S tier. Like, why are we arguing?
S. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if I go to S, but I would say A.
Because the shakes, dude, they got the shakes and the new flavor every day, plus the butter burgers. Their fries are decent. S tier. God damn you!
I get eggs when I go to all these.
Well, no, there's something you said, Brad, that's very true with Culver's is that when you try it, you immediately know where it's from. Even just looking at it, you immediately know where it's from.
And their variety too.
Yeah. And it's good. I like they lean hard into the ice cream and the shakes and stuff like that with the burger, kind of like the old not diners, what are they called? Like Shake Shacks, all those kind of places. Yeah, I'd say A. I don't know if I say S, but I'll definitely say A.
I'd give it an A. I'd give it an A because they have a wide variety of stuff and they don't half-ass any of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know how there's those places where there's a variety, but you can tell which things they like better.
Mm-hmm.
It's no matter what I get at Culver's, it's very, very good. I'd give it an A.
I'm going with Rob on this one. Culver's for me is S tier.
I love Culver's. And Duck.
Love it. I would have Culver's all the time. And like you were saying, Brad, they have a big menu, but everything they do well. Even
they do.
Every now and then, I get curious.
Amazing pumpkin shakes in fall, by the way.
Every now and then I get curious and I'll try when a fast food restaurant has like a vegetable as a side instead of like fries. And even the green beans at Culver's that you can get as a side are good. Like,
that's the funny thing. Well, I legit hate green beans. That's the only thing I don't like. I've never had outside of the green beans, which I just don't like green beans. That's not on them. I've never had anything bad at Culver's. And I've had so many things off that menu, and I'm like, well, this can't be good. And it's like, nope, it has been.
Yeah. There's a special place in my heart and stomach for Culver's cheese curds.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially if you have them in Wisconsin. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what they do different. But if you have the Culver's cheese curds in Wisconsin, they hit different than if you have them anywhere else.
The chefs are extra drunk, and so are the cows.
Okay, so then we have another tie between S and
no, Heather, just put in S.
You know what?
You have control, Heather.
I do.
You can do this. Assert your right as the Twitch queen.
I am giving my right to chat. Chat, S or A, if you have Culver's and you know what Culver's is. Democracy. I know. How dare. JL.
The chat says D.
JL, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, how are you doing? Did you see John Cena bad guy turn?
I don't watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, what do you think of the Young Sheldon finale?
I don't watch that either.
Tiffio, thank you for the 100 bits. BK is a B. Okay. I see what you did there.
Nice.
Hold on. There you go. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Brad, in Return of the Living Dead, what do you think of the ending? I like how it has the guts to end on such a bummer.
I agree. No, the ending really works because the tone, and it doesn't even break tone either necessarily. Like, it still makes sense, and it's sort of like finally cool to see a zombie movie just finally straight up do that at the end. No, yeah, I like that ending.
JL, thank you for the 100 bits. What do you guys think of the WrestleMania this year? I didn't watch it. Sorry. Tiffio, thank you for the 100 bits. Raising Canes sound like angry boomers raising their canes. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Brad, what's the worst movie that you've ever seen?
The one that made me the most mad was Nuki, but I've seen worse. I'm not saying this because it's my book, but it is Bat Pussy is the worst movie I've ever seen.
G Kids, thank you for the 100 bits. That's a tender comment, Brad, when we were talking about chicken tenders.
Yeah.
Why are you making me do this today, chat? Also, at least chat understands Culver's is our first S. Let's go!
Yes!
I can't get mad at that.
Let's go. All right, next one is Del Taco. I've never had Del Taco before.
I've never had it.
All right.
I've never had it.
Sorry about that, chat. Denny's is the next one.
We have our first S tier. Now we're gonna get our first F tier. I'm totally an F on Denny's.
I've tried multiple times, mostly out of desperation because it's super late at night, and I have never once not left Denny's without just regretting it. Where I'm like, I would have been better off not eating at all, or simply rummaging through the trash behind the Denny's than actually eating in the Denny's restaurant.
I remember eating there when I was a little kid and getting the little kids at the little Flintstone kids meals with the corn dog and a chocolate shake, and I love that. And then almost like some sort of weird magic happened where I sobered up. It was just like, no, this is awful. I've never had anything good at Denny's. It's actually kind of remarkable how terrible it is.
The amazing thing is the few times I've had things that were passable, and it's entirely breakfast. Their breakfast can sometimes be passable.
Yeah.
The service was so bad and so just get the fuck out, you who dare order things in a restaurant, that I'm like, this wasn't even worth it for just passable pancakes. Like, they really do have the most unfriendliest staff I've ever seen. And it's almost across the board. It's almost every Denny's I go to.
That's part of the experience.
I was gonna say, honestly, for me, the one thing I do look forward to is the bad service when I have to go.
Right? Like, every other person should be named Flo.
Wow, the Denny's hate is strong. So we have an F in F, Brad.
I wouldn't give it an F. We used to go to it a lot because in that ages between like 18 and turning 21, where it's like, well, Denny's is we can't go to the bars
late at night.
We can't go to the bars, so Denny's or Perkins, like, what's it gonna be tonight? So we would eat at Denny's a lot, and they used to have a very good barbecue chicken sandwich with these onion straws on it, but I don't know if they have that anymore. Their honey mustard was good, and the fries along with that were good, but I can't say I've been impressed with it since then. Like, nor do I go to it a lot. There was a time we were there during filming something. I ate there and got really, really sick.
Oh no.
I should give it a D. I can't give it an F, but
I swear, I grew up practically at Denny's, and it's for that reason I have to give it an F, because I don't just think I was a kid, because I have been there multiple times over the past 35 years, and even as an adult, when my taste buds have adjusted, I'm like, no, it still is consistently getting worse. Like, I don't know how it's possible, but like every time I go there, this is actually worse than the last time. And my taste buds have already adjusted, so that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
I would actually put Denny's at a D as well with Brad. I don't know if I've had I've never gotten the staple Denny's food poisoning before.
The fact it's a staple. Shouldn't that be an F?
No, have you gotten the actual staple in the food? Because that can happen too, just a random staple from a stapler.
See, you need to go to the good Denny's. That's when they have a Band-Aid in the food.
Oh God, that's disgusting.
And yet, D. Right. But give it a D.
Because I cut my finger on the silverware. I needed that Band-Aid.
I mean, that means this one's up to Chat again. Chat, you are very involved in this tier list. D
Bring
or
it down.
F?
Bring Denny's down.
Okay, it's up there, Chat. It's up there. Vote, vote, vote.
The choice is yours. Vote F for freedom.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Thoughts? Burgers, burgers, burgers.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. JL, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, ever watch the Batman movies on a Laserdisc format?
Ooh.
Yeah, actually,
the first
uncle,
one. Our uncle showed that to us. Yeah,
before
back when
DVD
DVDs
was
weren't even
out.
around. So that was
impressive,
kind of cool.
Burnsy, thank you for the 69 bits. I heard a rumor that Chipotle is considering entering Mexico. They should.
Ew.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah, good luck. How'd that work for Taco Bell?
Right.
They literally had to pack up and leave because nobody ate there.
Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. Does anyone else miss when restaurants had their own unique look and personality? Now they all have the very corporate design. They're basically a logo on a very squared, colorless building. You know what I mean?
I agree.
100%.
I agree 100%. Yeah.
The only one
McDonald's.
And by the way, you can fucking blame Chipotle for that. They're the ones who started it.
That's true.
Another thing to hate Chipotle for. No, the only one I have some slight hope, because recently I've noticed that KFC they're bucking the trend slightly. Get it, buck. But they've got a wall that's painted red and white stripes, and it's still the box, but I'm like, well, this sticks out a lot more than any of the other places.
God.
So, I know. I'm like, hopefully maybe other places will learn and be like, oh, well, maybe we should do things to stick out again.
Burnsy, thank you for the 100 bits. I'd rather go to Taco Bell. Is that a compliment? I mean, we'll get to Taco Bell. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Not really.
G-Kids Draw, thank you for the 50 bits. I've had their butter burgers, so if you don't like them, you butter off without them. S tier.
So many puns. I love delicious puns.
Well, chat has failed you, Rob and Doug. Denny's is a D.
What?
Yeah.
In
the same categories. No, I never thought I would defend Arby's, but that's not fair to have Arby's next to Denny's. Not even Arby's
needed a friend.
It needed a friend.
Feels weird.
All right. Now we have Domino's.
If you asked me 10 years ago, I would have said D. But now, I'd actually maybe put somewhere between B and a C. I actually think it's gotten a lot better.
Okay. See, this is the rough part. I haven't had it since they reformulated everything.
It's a lot better.
It is a lot better.
Okay, because I would have said
it's still
I probably
great,
would have been
but it's
D.
good.
I would have been D, but everybody I've heard says like C or B. My wife has some weird Michigander contractual hatred against Domino's for some reason. I think a Domino's truck ran over her dog or something, but
Pure
so
Michigan.
we never ever get it because she's just like, ew, no. But I've heard that it's like, no, it's like a B or a C. No, it's not as bad. So I'll abstain from voting because it's been too long since I've had it.
There's a couple things on the item on the menu that like I'll crave that. One, their cheese bread is among the best of the chain pizza places. Same with their sauces. Their Philly cheesesteak pizza is excellent. It's those two things I would give an A to, but overall I would say it's a B. But there are some very great things on the menu.
Okay.
I'll say, and again, it still feels weird saying it because I remember how bad it used to be. It was like cardboard. You swear you're just eating the box, but now, like, I do like the spices on it. I like sort of the different things they do with it. It's good. Like, I'd probably give it a B as well.
A B.
Actually, the funniest thing, I watched this YouTuber who married an Italian wife, and they went back to Italy, and as a joke, they were having the Italian family try Domino's pizza in Italy. They managed to find, they were like, we want to give you some American pizza. And they honestly were like, this isn't that bad.
Right.
For a fast food pizza. He's like, I don't know if it's just here in Italy, the Domino's is better, but
it's just like your country.
Weird. Yeah.
I would put it in B as well for newer Domino's. I also hadn't had Domino's in quite a while, but then I had a student randomly give me a Domino's gift card one year, like 7 years ago. And I was like, I mean, I'm going to use it because it's a gift card, but sure, I'll get Domino's. And then I was like, oh, okay, Domino's, I see you.
Yeah.
So, all right, Domino's is at a B. Good for you, Domino's. All right, next one is Dairy Queen, DQ.
Okay.
I'm assuming
are we talking the DQ grill or just the ice cream?
I mean, I assume you got to talk a little bit about the grill.
Okay.
You know.
See, I would put it in A. The grill brings it down. Because like if it's just ice cream, I'm like, I go to Dairy Queen like, you know, in the summer all the time. It's cheap. They're everywhere. You know, get a decent cone or a malt or something or a blizzard. Like their blizzards are.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe the blizzards would bring it up. Maybe I'll still say A because I'm like, just don't get anything grilled there.
I mean, I feel like it's known mainly for the ice cream. Yeah. If it was only the ice cream, maybe I put it at S. Like, I really do think it's that good. It's so so uniquely theirs. It's you have you just know exactly it's from there. But the food isn't. When I've had the food, it's not awful. It's just very like passable. It's fine enough. So I probably go A.
Okay.
I'd say
A.
Their grill, it has gotten better. Like when I was young, it was gross.
Yeah.
It really was. But one thing that was consistent with that part of the menu is their chicken tenders have always been pretty good.
Yeah.
They're like chicken baskets. I would give it, because the hot food, I would probably say a C. But yeah, the ice cream's better. It evens out to about a B for me.
Okay. We might have to have chat decide this one again too, because I would put it in a B as well. I would much rather have A&W most of the time, but the Dairy Queen ice cream is good and the chicken tenders are good, but it just I can't quite put it in that A. So
the problem is you don't eat at Dairy Queen. You get ice cream and you don't have dinner there.
I think that really depends on regionally where you are. Like our area doesn't have a lot of Dairy Queen grills like in the Chicagoland area, but if you leave the Chicagoland area, sometimes the Dairy Queen grills are quite popular and not just ice cream.
When I was growing up, Dairy Queen used to close for the winter.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, chat. This is another one for you. A or B? You are really helping us today. Yeah, in the South, you get DQ for dinner a lot. Yeah, and someone else said earlier that Dairy Queen in Texas is a completely different beast. Texan Dairy Queens have tacos and chicken fried steak sandwiches on their menu and overall better quality food. Crazy. Yeah.
Well, then that should make you raise it up, Heather, because they're saying the food actually is good just elsewhere.
Well, we'll see what chat decides. Bernsey, thank you for the 100 bits. Florida headline, 5 guys arrested for fighting at Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Those poor 5 guys.
Walter, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, hello, Walter. Doug, what do you think of John Cena winning his 17th title? Did he really need to break Ric Flair's record? Why wasn't The Rock there?
Right.
I don't know. I can't see him.
No one can see him, you know. Cameron, thank you for the 50 bits. Hi, everyone. Brad, I like your Chucky popcorn bucket behind you.
Oh, yeah, there's probably still some kernels in there.
Love that. Love that. Tiffio, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Heather, you should rename the tiers to something more applicable to the list. I find that doing that makes it more confusing. You know what I mean? Like, most people you can understand were like an S, A, B, C, D, F, R versus like really good, great, or like, I don't know. I feel like when you become clever with the naming of the tiers, you just cause confusion sometimes, you know?
I can say that, yeah.
Yeah. Majestic Demon, thank you for the 100 bits. DQ blizzards are to die for. Their assortment of blizzards are incredible.
Yes.
My favorite one is Royal Oreo Blizzard. That fudge in the middle just adds to an already tasty Oreo Blizzard.
So good.
My favorite is Oreo, cookie dough, and peanut butter cups. That is the holy trinity to me.
Chat has,
but it's a B. Okay.
Yep, chat has decided.
Oh my god.
It's a B.
You fools!
Those fools, I know. All right, next one is El Pollo Loco. I've never been to El Pollo Loco.
Never been.
Nah, neither have I.
All right.
I went there once. I thought it was actually really good.
Is that enough? Does that count or no?
I mean, I would have given it an A back then, but it's only been one time, so.
So no? All right.
Yeah, just leave it.
All right. Firehouse Subs. I've only been there once.
I don't know if I've been there. I don't think I have.
They're good. They're standard. Like,
yeah,
it's a really good it's a really good sandwich. But again, I don't know how much I could pick it out if it was among others that are your basic kind of sandwiches, sub sandwiches.
The sub places on this list, that's going to be the problem with all of them. I'm like, maybe Jimmy John's sticks out.
Jimmy John's sticks out.
Quiznos sticks out.
Quiznos does.
Oh, Quiznos, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. Firehouse, I'll give a B.
Okay, B.
Yeah. I'll give it a B.
Okay, all right. B. Here we go. How about Five Guys?
That's an
C.
S.
Oh, overrated.
Yes, Five Guys
Whoa.
is top tier for me.
I am 100% C. I do not get the obsession.
I don't understand at all.
I'm in heaven when I have that, man. Oh my god, the melted cheese on there and everything, and it doesn't matter what kind of what size fries you get, you're getting a ton, and they're throwing it right there in the bag.
That is the one thing that's kind of fun, is that they are so loose with how many fries they give you.
Yeah, and
I
can have
so
I can have
with how much they charge you. So
yeah, that is true.
I agree with that. That's why.
The funny thing is, I would probably rank it higher if it wasn't so freaking expensive. But I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
But I love it that much that I will still pay that $30.
I guess they.
Yes, but the peanuts are free. So I eat there having some peanuts while that's like a special occasion place for me, man. Like, yeah, that's one that me personally, I'd put it as an S.
So we've got an S, a C, and a C. And I almost don't feel fair jumping in on this because the only thing I eat at Five Guys is their fries, and they're fine. You know, like I've never
They're greasy as hell.
They are.
Yeah.
Like, I would put it probably at like a D for me, but that's just because I only eat the fries. So like I feel bad weighing in on it because I've never had a burger there. You know what I mean? I just don't.
I felt about A&W where I'd only had the fries, really.
Right. So, all right. We'll even it out to a B since it's Brad's S.
No.
Way too generous.
Yeah.
Walter.
I'm disgusted.
Walter's in the chat right now. The Walker's genetic taste buds are tainted. They shouldn't be allowed to rank anything if they're going to put Five Guys in C. Cane's and Chick-fil-A are too dang low. Goodness.
For $25 a meal, yeah, I'll put
Worth
Five
it.
Guys in C.
Walter, let me know if you want me to
so
add you to this
standard.
call.
Although, that logic is why this next one is getting a lower grade for me.
All right.
But I'll pay $50 for Five Guys.
Next one is IHOP.
All right, dude.
I mean,
It's
E or
expensive.
F.
That is too damn expensive.
I do not like it. I'll say this too. I'm a pancake snob, which is a weird thing to be a snob about. But IHOP just has never had very good pancakes.
I'll say C just because I don't want to rank it right next to Denny's. I mean, we're putting Denny's in F if IHOP ends up in D.
No, you know what? I take it back because we went during a con. The only breakfast place that was nearby was an IHOP, and Brad, you and I went there, and I didn't get the pancakes, and everything else was okay. Like it was actually passable. I think I just got like eggs, bacon, something like that. I was like, all right, it's fine. But the same thing too. I still feel like now eggs cost a fortune anyway, but I still feel like, what they were charging, I was like, this isn't worth it.
I don't think it's great, but again, like I'm not putting it next to Denny's. Like Denny's has to go down.
Oh, I don't mind putting it. I don't mind putting it next to Denny's. I'll be an a-hole. I'll say D.
It's very bland. And it's not, if it were cheaper, that would be one thing. But I will say this, the one thing that I had there that was surprisingly great was when they did that Thanksgiving sandwich. I'm like, start doing stuff like this from now on and I'll give you an A. But I
think part of the problem is we live in the Midwest where we just have family breakfast places on every street corner, and they're all better than IHOP. Even the ones that aren't that good around here is still better than IHOP. So
you're right. Like it's that's true. And so couple that with how overpriced it is, I'll say a D, even though I don't think it's gross.
Brad, take the mic just a hint away from your mouth. We're getting a little distortion there from you.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so in D it goes. Okay.
That's put Denny's down one more, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. All right, next is In-N-Out.
Never had it.
I think it's a solid A. I like it.
It's an A. Yeah.
You can. It's distinct. You can tell. That it's from that chain. It has I remember the sauce being good. I remember just the burger alone have very it's what you expect out of a burger, but it's just I can't explain this. Some sort of extra little the secret ingredient. I don't know, but it was pretty good, and something about it was distinct. I remember the fries being good. It's not like I don't know. Nothing jumps out as this is the most unique thing I've ever had, but just in terms of just a good burger, a good fast food burger, it is good.
It is. It's whenever I'm somewhere where it's at, like whenever I've visited my mom in California or whenever they have them in Colorado now too. So when I visit the in-laws, I make it a point to go to In-N-Out, and it's that sauce on there is great. I would give it an A.
I think I would agree. I've only been to In-N-Out a couple of times, but every time I find something that I can eat and I do enjoy it, So I think In-N-Out's our first A. Also, it is killing me right now. Walter is having a meltdown in chat.
Walter not having a
Walter just said, if y'all place In-N-Out high, I'm shutting the stream down.
Come in here, buddy. Everyone's got WrestleMania questions to ask. I mean, come on, you can answer them.
He just called us all losers. You losers. Again, if you want to be added to the call, Walter, just let me know. But I know you are not feeling 100% today, so that's fine. I also really love the Salter.
We're making it feel worse.
I love, CM Sully. There we go. Put those Salter emotes in chat. Let me in. I will add you to this call right now. Hold on 1 second, chat. Wait. How do I do this? Oh, here's how I do it.
You can't blame me for this one. I've never eaten there, so
get ready for fun to be hated.
A lot of people would vote it as an S because whenever you look at the list of the best,
it
frequently makes number one. I wouldn't go that far as putting it as an S, but I think it's an A.
There he is.
Hello.
He's
Hello.
Here. Hi, Walter.
Hello.
Hi, you bunch of freaking douchebags. Listen to me. I am an ill man right now. I don't feel well. I'm trying to work on a top secret project that you'll all see soon. But I'm going to tell you this. I just popped over and I saw the absolute debauchery that's being taken place. And I cannot stand by and let this happen. Why is Culver's an S? What is wrong with you?
Culver's is crazy.
It's the most fast food thing I've line. The concrete mix, it's fine. It's fine. It's average. In-N-Out is the most overrated burger in the history of these United States. Brad, how could you do this to me? Oh my gosh! I'm not going to recover from this in years now. In-N-Out Burger is the most overrated place on the planet. Goodness gracious! What's it? What, Five Guys? Five Guys at least is an A because I understand it's not an S because of the price.
Yeah,
the price I get. The price is the only thing keeping it from an S, but there's gourmet stuff right there.
I agree.
Come on now, they got
Guys
fresh potatoes all around the place.
Yeah. Five Guys
He's
should be
turning
way
into
higher.
Nathan Lane. How could you do this to me? Oh my God, you guys!
Why
You see what they're doing?
Dairy Queen is a B? Dairy Queen? What is wrong with you people? Oh my God!
Well, some of these you can thank chat for. They would have been in slightly different.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Chick-fil-A and Canes are solid as hell.
Yeah.
At least an A for the sauce alone. Come on.
Which one? Oh, Raising Cane's.
I said Raising Cane's was good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm the Raising Cane's hater. It was me.
I'm losing it. All the salt in the world can't heal my wounds. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, trust me, there's plenty of salt in that Five Guys fries you like. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of it.
Great, you bum.
Yeah, exactly. It like I love it. It like you can see it leaking through the bag. Oh.
Yeah,
You can actually eat the bag with it. It becomes edible after that much grease.
You pay for the grease because it's good. You don't go to Five Guys for a healthy meal. No.
That's a special occasion for me.
Yeah. That's what
Do you
I'm
think
saying.
they just, instead of beef, they just take the grease and they cook that and they flip that around and they put that on the
beef.
beef?
Whatever, it
The
tastes
beef
good.
is thick. The beef is thick. It's really
The
good.
beef is thick. It's good stuff.
I tell you, I think it's just grease. They just hardened the grease, and that's why I like it so much.
Smash burger places. They have a nice, thick, juicy, giant patty.
I can't stay on here. I just had to say how disappointed I am in all of you, my colleagues, for this abysmal list.
Hey, I didn't give Culver's an S, so we're still good, right?
What? Do you live on a farm? Good Lord.
Me?
Go milk a cow, you
We are
bunch of
from the
freaks.
Midwest. Doug and I actually did live on a ranch for 3 years. That might
That was good. Well, that's great. Go back. Good Lord.
We will. We'll enjoy Culver's along the way.
We'll take our Culver's with us, good sir.
Oh, sheesh.
I'm
All right.
dying.
I can't stay on. My voice ain't going to hold out, but
Okay.
yeah,
So-
thanks, guys.
Stay
Thank
feeling
you,
better.
Walter. This
Yeah,
made my night.
Yeah, this won't make me feel any
Saltier
better,
than
but
the
I
sea,
appreciate
that
you bringing
one.
me in. All right, see you guys later.
Bye,
See you,
Walter.
buddy.
I said good day.
Okay, it unshared the screen. I gotta reshare the screen with these guys.
He sound like Oni's impression of me.
That was the most trolling I've ever accomplished in my life and never even was intending to. Like the amount of energy he expended to yell at us, and we're just sitting here like, okay.
Well, I didn't want
That's
to interrupt
amazing.
right, so what we got? Jack in the Box. Clear S if Walter's watching. Clear S. Yes, for Jack in the Box.
No, that was pure Timon. Just what the heck is the matter with you? Who's the monkey's his uncle? What's going on here? Next thing I know, Culver's is up there on top. Who are you? What are you? Home of the Rock.
Oh man, that was great.
Oh yeah, Power Gamer old man yells at cloud over fast food.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, back to being focused if we can. Jack in the Box.
I'd give it an A.
You know, I've never eaten there because no joke, the Jack in the Box that had the big salmonella outbreak
In Seattle was ours.
Yeah, was right next to our house. So I
And-
said, nope, ever. So I never had it.
Neither have I.
I like.
I've never really had it either.
Yeah, that's one that I like to get whenever.
I mean,
I'm
I'll
out of town,
trust.
too.
I'll trust.
I've heard about it, but that's why it's funny hearing it's an A.
I like that it has like it combines a lot of different things. It's got the burger menu and a Mexican menu. I've never had
And
the
a
Mexican.
clown-like mask.
I've never had the Mexican part of the menu, but the burgers, like the 4 cheeseburger, I enjoy that. I had that when we were out filming in Reno. several years ago when someone was taking a lunch order. I saw there was Jack in the Box. I'm like, I'm getting Jack in the Box. And we had to film that big battle scene, and it hit me in the stomach hard.
Oh,
and had to run inside and take the first crap on Molossian soil.
So A tier. Okay.
Yes. Because worth it. It was so good. It was that I wanted to down that burger while also doing a giant physical battle scene.
Wow.
Boy, I wish I had it now just so I could explain how horrifyingly wrong you must be. I mean, you must be describing it that way, but I haven't had it. I got to be fair.
Mm-hmm. All right, next one is Jersey Mike's.
I remember being fine.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those in the, like, it was all right. I haven't had it much.
I like it a lot. It's one where it's the style of it looks not unlike something like Penn Station, but they do have unique things on there that is them. They have a bunch of different varieties of like cheesesteaks on there, like chicken cheesesteaks and all that, and they're all very, very solid. My wife got a free one there too when she walked in and was very, very pregnant and hungry, and the lady was like, "I'm pregnant too," and gave her a free sandwich.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So B.
Laura then had food poisoning that night, but you know, no. Yeah, I like the few times I've been there. Like, I'm not sure I've ever had something there. I'm like, oh my god, this is A or S worthy, but I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it'd probably be
B. I'm fine with it being B. Great. Jersey Mike's. B. All right, next is Jimmy John's. Speaking of subs and Subway sandwiches, Jimmy John's.
I mean, the few times I've been there, that and Quiznos I really, really like.
I love Jimmy John's. I'm always
probably A for me.
Yeah, like it is like uniquely them. Like whether you like that about it or dislike that about it.
Yeah, people are going to be like, how can you find this better than, like, I'm kind of ranking it in my head against other sub places. Because, like, sometimes, like, how do you rank Taco Bell against some of these other places? Like, I'm ranking them in my head against the other sub places. And Jimmy John's, to me, I always think of, like, it's one of the better ones I've had.
I always have lived close to one, too, and they're a very, very convenient thing to eat when I'm editing. Like, it doesn't get too messy when I'm holding it, just the way that
that's
the
true.
bread is and everything. And their wraps are very, very good. The chicken Caesar wrap, I get a craving
for. Yeah, the wraps being really good.
Yeah, I'd give it I actually would give it an A. Like, I'm sure I like it better than a lot of other people do, but I really enjoy Jimmy John's.
I'd give it a generous A. I feel like it's a little better than Jersey Mike, so it kind of makes sense to put it there. And it is good. You're right. You can tell it's theirs, whenever you have it.
Rob?
Yeah, I'd go A.
A? Okay. All right, I'm going to put it in A.
Will that make Walter call again? I'm also doing what...
He's gonna be so mad.
I'll put it in A, but I personally would probably put Jimmy John's closer to like a C, just because I think they're overrated. They're fine.
Mm-hmm.
The wraps I would much prefer over the like subs. So if I'm thinking of it as a sub place, it's just like, it's all right. It's C. The cookies are great though. I do love a good Jimmy John's cookie.
Their chips are really good.
Yeah.
All right, Jollibee.
I've never been there.
They're like a Filipino chicken place, Jory will kill me. I like maybe B or C. Just I didn't find much there. The couple times I'd been there, that I'm like, this is great, but it was all right.
I would put it in A, but to be fair, I've only had it in Japan.
That is a little
a huge difference. I mean, you and I both know, like, we're not joking.
If Dairy Queen is different in Texas and in Illinois, how is it going to be in Japan with this versus America?
But I didn't dislike it, but I just thought like, oh, this is I was like, I don't know, Filipino chicken place. I had all of these like ideas in my head, like, oh, this is going to be spectacular. And I was like, it's all right.
So you're a B or a C?
I'll give it a B.
A B? Okay, so we've got an A and a B. Oh, man. Okay. Chat?
For God's sake, just put it in A for all I care.
Put it in A for all he cares. Okay, fine. We will. We shall.
I'm not going to argue.
All right, KFC. I'm interested in what we have to say about KFC.
It's so iconic. It's so iconic. So
you're
like
generally going to get decent food there one way or the other.
It's not my I prefer Popeyes, but
Popeyes to me is S. So
yeah, totally agree. So if Popeyes is an S, which I think it is, I'll go A with KFC. It is so iconic. When you taste it, you know it's KFC. There's just something that feels awesome, like holding that bucket, watching some TV.
Oh yeah.
Their sandwich is very good. They got the thickness right in trying to compete with Popeye's chicken sandwich. I think Popeye's is better, but they still got a good thick piece on there. And they went all out and doing that double down thing that they did. Remember that, where it was the sandwich?
They doubled down on it.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta respect them for doing that.
They doubled down on the double down.
Heck yeah! Hi, Malcolm.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey. Yeah.
I was gonna say Brad sounded like Malcolm for a second.
That's what I said. That's what I sounded like last week.
Okay, so we've got an A from Brad, an A from Rob. Doug?
You're gonna hate me. I can't stand KFC. I think it is way too greasy. It's way too salty. The grease gets everywhere. Everything I get out of that place has that KFC grease smell taste to it. Even if I get a biscuit or get the cookies.
But what was it Walter said? That's what you're paying for.
Nasty, and I can't stand it. And the bucket is cool. I love the bucket. I wish there was something good in the bucket. But there's not. The grease eats through the bucket, so you can't even stay in the bucket for that long. The only thing I can kind of give it a slight compliment to is the skin comes off very easily. And that's always one of the fun things about fried chicken.
Popcorn chicken.
I have to give it an A just for its contributions to like 70s exploitation cinema, because he fed a lot of them and would just ask to show up in these biker movies as like a cameo,
as like, you know, a name and a brand and how influential it is. Yes, I would agree that he's like the history of like Colonel Sanders and everything is actually very interesting.
It single-handedly saved Japanese Christmas, Doug.
I loved KFC in Japan. KFC in Japan.
You're sexy Colonel Sanders, Doug. How could you do this? How could you betray him?
How could I do it?
Betray your namesake.
But yeah, I can't stand it. I'm so sorry.
So you were a D?
I'm a D.
Okay,
really
we got A, Malcolm?
Oh, yeah. So a lot of this I currently don't eat, but there was a time way back when I was a wee little lad that I actually did eat some of this. But yeah, KFC being one of them, I used to partake. But
it's just like it's a drug. I used to partake.
I mean, honestly, it is. But yeah, it's it hasn't been good since they got rid of like the potato wedges. So
they're bringing them back.
Oh, they are. Well,
yeah, they are.
It's good again.
I want them to bring back the Twister wrap. The Twister wrap, which is still in other countries. They took it away here. Man, I would love them to bring that back.
Man, but given like all the the slew of chicken places out here in Chicago, we have an unfair advantage. Like just comparing it to stuff like Harold's or like even Sharks or J&J Fish. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta be a local.
J&J.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I'd put it at like C.
C?
To be generous. Yeah.
Okay. See, I agree with the C take. I am not a KFC lover. I agree with Doug. It's very greasy.
Brad, you and I are brothers.
There's
we'll
so
go
many
together.
other
I no longer have
places,
Doug as a brother.
That I would like to go to. But that means we have an A, C, C, D. So what should we put it in C?
I think that's a vote. Or yeah, I think C would. Yeah.
I mean, I won't fight a C. If it's in C, that's fine.
All right.
Doug, I have no brother. Brad,
Get Walter back in here.
Yeah.
A C? What are you talking about? C? Oh, Walter popped back in.
He
Oh,
did.
Man,
Yeah. Who
man,
knows what he'd think of any of our recent choices now?
what happened? Like, I don't know if y'all saw me pop in,
I saw
but I
you
couldn't
pop in for a
stop it.
second too, yeah.
I couldn't stop it from happening. Somehow Chick-fil-A ended up in B. And I'm just like, this is what
I know.
happens
I know.
when you get rid of DEI. You get a tier list with incorrect answers. What's going on?
Now you're trying to be the new Walter.
All right, next one
I
is
mean, I'm just basing it on the food.
yeah. Next one.
You can only try the food if you go in.
That's true. That's true.
No, you can drive through.
I
He's
suppose.
He's got
touche.
jokes. He's got
Hey,
jokes.
damn.
All right, next one is Little Caesars.
Oh, D. If it wasn't for the crazy bread, it would be an F. It's the only thing
I'm-
giving it a D for me.
I'm going B because I do like it,
Whoa.
and it knows what it is. It's
Oh.
only $5.
Oh.
Like it's
I can't even do it for $5. It is just such bad pizza.
and I
Like the
love
crazy bread, amazing.
the crazy
but
bread's amazing. I adore their ranch dipping cup. Like that is very much uniquely their style of ranch, and I love it. I get a craving for that sometimes, and we'll get it just for that, and then the bread and the sauce that comes with that. And
the
it's
cheese,
just
oh no,
if it,
I can't.
if it was
Okay, the
way,
rest of these I agree with.
if it was way more expensive, I'd probably be like C. But since I don't know, it just knows what it is. So
It's like
I
Cece's Pizza, where it's just like it's so cheap, but it also tastes so awful. Like I'm like, I get that it's cheaper, but at some point I'm like, no, this needs to taste at least passable. And Little
I don't think
Caesars
it tastes
doesn't do
awful. I like their pizza fine, but like it hit the spot back when it was always connected to a family video. Like
Particularly
that,
now that Jets
that
is
worked.
breaking into the market here, like you could just there's so much better Detroit style
Hey,
pizza.
y'all got me tripping over this tier list, though. What is going?
Well, maybe
Culver's-
if you showed up on time, buddy.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I had to help my folks with some yard work. It's hard
I
work
don't-
in the yard.
I don't-
work.
I don't even trust this list, and I'm on it.
As a tier.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay.
but
Okay,
Okay,
as
go
soon
ahead.
as you lose, Malcolm.
you know, I
Uh,
can't be mad. That Culver's has like the least seasoning in all of this. I'm sorry.
It's
got, like
it's the
very
butter.
much my palate.
okay, butter. Okay, butter. Yeah, okay, I guess,
Yeah.
man, but it's so buttery.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brad, your Little Caesars was a B. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, your Little Caesars was a B. Rob, what did you say? I lost track.
D.
B or D?
D as in
D.
dog.
Okay. Doug?
I'm actually a C. I do love the crazy bread. I
Yeah.
agree with Brad. It knows what it is. It delivers exactly what it promises. No more, no less, except for the crazy bread. Actually, that weird for a $5 Detroit pizza, like the one that actually has like the burnt cheese on the edge and they do like the square and stuff. Again, for $5, it was pretty decent for $5. So I'll say C.
Malcolm, any thoughts on Little Caesars?
Man. Yeah, they pretty much are. They are what you get. You see what you get. They don't try to like sugarcoat it. And in this economy, I mean, that B list is getting so long. I'd put it in B, to be honest, because it's
wow.
it's like you get what you pay for. It's not like they're like saying that they're like this grand, delicious,
When I think of fast food pizza, that's what I think of. I think
Right.
it's just literally
Right.
ready to go.
Right. I'd put it in B because it's just so affordable. You can feed like multiple people with it. It's pizza. You can go home and like dress it up a little bit if you want to.
Yeah.
This sucks
It's
because when it comes to Papa John's, I'm gonna have to rank it lower than Little Caesars.
Yeah. Honestly, I would.
Yeah. I am gonna go with a
Both
C. So we've got two B's, two C's, and a D. So I think it's gonna end up with a C here. Same thing. It's not great, but it's not terrible. The only reason I don't think it's a D is because Little Caesars to me taste like nostalgic college. Little Caesars is college, you know?
Yeah.
I remember getting the
like
crazy
for-
bread as a little kid too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when, in college, it was just so affordable. It's like,
Yeah.
super convenient.
All right, next one is Long John Silver's.
A.
Mm.
One is so long.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that was a big like kind of family thing for us. We would get those family meals a lot with all the chicken. I think their chicken planks are delicious, and the fish and the hush puppies and all of that. For me, yeah, Long John's is pretty special to me, and they throw in all those crunchies in there.
Okay.
They know what they know what they are.
I would just say for me it was probably a C, but I haven't been there in like eons.
I haven't been there in a while either. I do remember, again, for what it is, fast food, seafood, McDonald's of seafood. I'd probably be a B. I remember being okay. Like, okay, I'm not let down by this. It gave me what I thought I was going to get, and, it's decent for what it is.
So we've got an A, B, and a C. Welcome.
Like when I was a kid, I really liked Long John Silver, so there is some nostalgia there for me. Like it was a place that we would go to, like as like it was like quick and easy, and it was like a nice alternative to like just McDonald's again. But again, like after like all these like chicken fish shacks started opening up around in the Chicagoland, like I kind of got spoiled by it. It was just like.
Yeah, it's same in Detroit. Like Detroit is all chicken and fish. My favorite are the chicken, fish, and pizza places. All three.
Where they get all three of them.
Yeah, there's a place near my in-laws there where it's like all three of them, and I'm like, this is kind of amazing.
Oh, wow, that's wild. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Happy's Pizzas. That's the name of it.
Happy's Pizzas.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all three.
Let's see. I put it at. I put it at a C. I'll put it at C.
C. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's like they haven't like really evolved it. That's the only thing. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I would also put it at a low C. I don't know. It just sits in my stomach with how greasy it is, and I've never been terribly
It does do
impressed.
that. That's why I get it maybe once a year, but it's like a special treat once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got an A, a B, and 3 C's. So I think the C's win here. Right?
Sounds good.
Did I?
think so.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yep.
I was like, I think I did that correctly. All right. Mickey D's. McDonald's.
That's an A. It's an A. It like just how it's the ultimate comfort food. Like it really is. Like it's not like I can't. Sure, nostalgia. It's like an S, but I can't really say that it's that. But
I can't stand their burgers. Is my biggest gripe with them.
I hate
Fries are good. I
hate
like their
them.
breakfast. But their burgers, like that's what brings it down to a B. Which it's like Burger King, where I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of their breakfast, but I think their burgers are better.
the burgers I love. I love a Big Mac. I do love a Big Mac. I love a quarter pounder.
Their
Bring back
patties are so bad.
the Arch Deluxe.
You hear that, McDonald's
Like,
corporate? Bring it
yeah.
back.
bring back the Arch Deluxe, man. No, like it's just one of the. It's always been a pretty special place for me. One where if there's something new on the menu, I'm gonna go out and try it. And I have my little traditions with it. Whenever I finish one of those long year film videos, I get my favorite things on the menu, and yeah, their fries are legit outstanding.
Oh, I hate that fries. Soggy and gross and dripping. Ugh. Oh, that's so gross.
Okay.
Their fries are fine.
So Brad's an A.
Yeah, if anything, also just how preferred its iconic status alone, like KFC.
All right, Rob, you said B.
Yeah.
And it has a Nintendo game.
That's true.
Which I like. I like
So
McKids.
does 7-Up.
And that's not a
Burger
bad
King
game either.
PC game.
I never played the Burger King one, but the Cool Spot game and McKids, I actually kind of like those games.
I'm just saying, so what? It had a game, like everything did.
All
That
right,
shows you how iconic it is.
Doug.
I'm a B. I do sadly like the nuggets, even though I know I should know better. But
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
the
yeah.
breakfast. I like their dessert. And that's it. And yes, the iconic stature of it. I agree. Just for that alone, I kind of have to have it, at the very least in the middle.
It's almost entirely for breakfast for me, where I'm just like, that gives it a B for me.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
It is tasty. And it is iconic. And it's wild that you can go to like Chili's and pay almost about the same or less in some instances
Mhm.
for the same amount of food. So it's like I'm kind of torn because McDonald's is iconic for a number of things of being like kind of it was known as being affordable and fairly accommodating food. It was like agreeable food. It wasn't like anything special, but it was affordable. And now I don't know. It just seems like it's a little more expensive than it should be. It's kind of
your
criminal.
letter is
B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I am on the edge of an A and the B. Like, okay, I think the only thing that's making me go towards B is relative because I would have Burger King above McDonald's. So I feel like it has to be B for me just because Burger King is in B as well. But man, McDonald's fries hit different.
They do.
They are they're different. They're built.
What
I
am I
don't know
missing?
what they are, what it is about them, but dang
Have
it,
you
McDonald's
had them
fries.
fresh, Doug? Like fresh?
Yeah, I've had them
Crispy?
fresh. I've had them expired. The fresh tastes the same as expired.
No, they don't.
Listen,
they
he's,
don't.
No,
not,
they don't.
he's not part of the family, okay? My mother liked the fries, my dad liked the fries, I did. Doug's a freak. We keep it down.
We all knew that though.
I'll
All right.
own it. If it means I don't have to like McDonald's fries.
All right, we'll put that in B then. Now we're on to Moe's. I've never been to a Moe's before.
I've never had that.
Never had it.
Malcolm, you ever had it?
Moe's? Like once in an airport, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We've been
Yeah.
not counting like airport,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, chat. I know I see some people like, welcome to Moe's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know it's like a big thing in other regions. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just not in ours, Noodles and Co.
I haven't had it enough to really say.
I've had it a couple
few
times.
and it just never's left an impression.
I have been there a couple times, and I don't like. I try to convince myself I like it. You know what I mean? Because it was nearby, and then I was just like, at the time it was kind of cheap. I'm like, why am I still eating this? So I'd either say C or D. It's really not my thing.
Okay, see you.
Honestly, I'll put. You know what? Or what were you gonna say, Heather?
No, go ahead.
I might put it in C. It never left an impression.
Okay, see. Malcolm?
D. Because it's cute. Like you can go in and but when you
Yeah.
because it's like you get it and it's like you look at it, you're like, I can kind of make this at home, right? But you spent like 10 times as much.
And they seem a little stale sometimes. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I am laughing because I freaking love Noodles and Company.
Really?
Laura's a
The
big
suburban caucasity of it all. I love
Laura's a
it.
big fan.
It's like a solid A for me.
You were as close to Noodles as you could get outside of China.
I love Noodles and Company.
Laura gets it a lot.
Like it's fine. It's just it's like you can make it at home, literally. Like
We had one really close by my college, and we would go all the time. My order would always be a pick 2 of a penne rosa and a Thai soup.
oh, I mean, it is convenient,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's so funny. So wait, okay, we had a C, C. Malcolm, was yours a D like dog or a B like baby?
Yeah, D like dog.
D like dog. Okay, that's fine. I am outvoted. We will put Noodles and Company in the C, and that's fine. I know that it is very much of my demographic to be like, I love a good Noodles run. The same way I love a good Chipotle run. I understand. I get it.
It's all good though.
All right, next one is Panda Express.
Following off of Noodles, huh? Okay.
I mean, for what it is, like,
It's-
if I'm in a mall, sometimes I'm just like, sure, why not B,
But-
like, maybe?
I have a quick, really funny story. I was meeting up with my aunt and uncle, and they said, we're going to get something to eat. And they're just like, what are you in the mood for? I'm like, I don't know. You have any recommendations? And like, oh, just anything but Chinese. We had Chinese 3 days in a row. So we think about Panda Express. What? And they're like, well, it's not Chinese. Not really. And I thought they were so right. What it is pretty good, and it fills you up and everything. I dare to say it's not Chinese. It's hard to
yeah,
say
It's Chinese American.
American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the mood. You're in the mood for that specific thing.
It's
When
a,
you go-
Yeah.
a lot of places in this country are not really Chinese.
Yeah.
And as that goes, I actually give it a B. I think it's when it needs to hit the spot, hits the spot.
Anytime I've been there, I have never sought it out. Anytime I've been there, I've been at a mall. And it's
yeah,
perfectly fun. So
Okay, so we've got two.
it's
Bs.
like with when you go to Taco Bell, it's not because you're in the mood for Mexican. It's because you're in the mood specifically for Taco
Yeah.
Bell, and it's like that with
Absolutely.
Panda Express. There's decent things that are on the menu. Once in a while, I'll get it, and it is kind of like what you were saying, where it's like, oh, I'm at a mall, sure, I'll go ahead and get that. Or if I'm playing a video game and I kind of want something like that, but it's like Panda Express is kind of convenient to eat like that because the pieces are really big. I'm going between a B and a C. What did you guys say?
I said B.
Bs.
I said B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, B's fine.
Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. B, because the only reason I didn't put in an A because it seems criminal to put it next to Jollibee. So yeah.
All right, B it is. Yeah, I generally agree. I like Panda Express, but it's very rare that I actually go and seek it out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I need some Panda Express today.
Mhm.
All right, next one is Panera.
I don't get
God,
Panera.
in the old days, I would have said A. Like, they
I don't
used
follow
to be
it.
good.
I don't remember
What's
them
that?
being good. I remember the
do.
bread being stale.
No,
It was
I do
stale
know.
bread.
I remember them being good, but that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like now, I see maybe like
It's a C. It's okay. Like, it's a place that we would go to if we were having meetings. You know what I mean? Like, if we're like when me and Ryan would be in pre-production on something, we would meet up at like Panera Bread. Like, it's that kind of place.
it used to be good, but every time I've been there in the past few years, I'm just like, this is not held up.
I've been there recently a few times, and it has improved. Not for
Right
me
on.
specifically. Like the bread has gotten better, and
That's good.
the alternative dietary choices have not gotten better.
Mhm.
But the friends that I go there with, they're like, "Wow, this is really good." Like they have these really good sandwiches, like these melts, paninis, and I do remember the panini being good, but I do remember there being a time frame where it was not good.
Mm.
However,
Yeah.
And like they have a lot there too.
yeah,
That's the thing. Even when I didn't like them over the past few years, I'm like, there's always kind of something you can get because they have that full kind of bakery there.
There is. It's
Yeah.
like you can just get a bagel or a muffin if you want.
Yeah,
you
where
know?
it's just like, well, you can't fail on a bagel. So I don't know. I still say C, but that's based on the last time I had been there like 3 years ago.
I'll say C as well because that's a good point about like the bakery and the bagels and actually I did like their the chicken wild rice soup was pretty good.
Okay.
yeah, I'd put it in like C. Yeah.
I would agree with C. What I really don't like, so I used to like Panera a lot, but what I really don't like in recent years that they've shifted to is Panera used to be the kind of place where you could buy like a drink and a soup and then sit and do your work for a couple hours. It was like an alternative to going to Starbucks. And now the newer ones do not have that option at all. It's like
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's so not the vibe of the place anymore. And I'm like, that sucks. That's like what Panera was, man. You get a soup, you get a soft drink, and you do your homework for a couple hours.
Yeah, I would do that there.
Yeah. All right, next is Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
That's a laugh.
I like years ago, like B or C, like now D.
I love Papa John's.
I love that for you, Brad.
I love it. Like, especially you get that garlic dipping sauce on the side. Their breadsticks.
That's the best thing they do is that garlic dipping sauce.
I love their sauce. I
little
really
banana pepper.
Yeah, the banana peppers, and you can get some like a big thing of cheese sticks. We had some the other day. We'll get them sometimes just for the little thing of cheese sticks. I love it. For me, it's an A. It's actually, of the chain pizza places, it might actually be my favorite of like the national chains.
I hear that all the time, and even when it was popular, when people were like, yeah, this is really good, I still never saw the appeal. The sauce tastes like there's sugar in. That's really weird. I don't want sugar.
Well, at the time, like it was cheap, which was one of those.
I never understood it. I never had anything good there. So I mean, I gotta say either like a D or an F. I really got nothing out of it.
Okay, so we've got an
I'll be kind and say C.
Okay, A, D, C. Malcolm?
I'll throw it in C. It was appealing. It was. I did enjoy it at a time.
Their garlic sauce and their garlic breadsticks are pretty decent.
They're really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And now I can't eat anything in there anyway, but yeah. It's a C.
I'm with Doug.
I won't say anything about the owner.
Yeah, right.
But it's a C.
I'm a Papa John's hater. I'm a Papa John's hater. I don't get it. It's so greasy. It's so gross. I don't like the sauce. I don't like the cheese. I would probably give it like an F or a D, but since I'll go with a D. So we've got a D, a C, and an A. So we'll put it in
Walter's
C.
in the chat. Wait, Walter's in the chat.
Yep. Walter is in the chat.
He said F.
He sure did. He sure did.
Oh, that looks weird at a C. That looks
sure
so weird.
That is weird.
All right, fine. Can I change it? I'll say D.
Please, yes.
D.
One of us. All right.
Change my mind.
It's not a D. It's not a D.
Brad's like, no, you can't change it now. For respect of Brad, I'll leave it where it is.
Yeah, with respect to that.
All right, next one is PDQ. I don't know PDQ.
I don't
Never
know
had
it.
it.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Penn Station?
Never had
What
it.
did I get? What did I give Firehouse? Or what did we give
Firehouse is at a
Firehouse?
B.
Then I would do that with Penn State. To me, they're kind of similar.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're basically the same.
All right.
Sometimes I confuse the two.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about pizza anyway, Pizza Hut.
If it was still a dine-in, I'd say an A.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's a
I'd
good
say
point.
B.
There are
I
some
mean,
dine-ins left.
Are there really?
All these
Yeah.
fast food pizza places,
Here and
I
there.
think that's one of the better ones.
Yeah, I like Pizza Hut. I'd give it a B. I crave their
Yeah.
stuffed crust every now and then.
Man,
Good.
I was gonna say I give it an A. I remember liking it like
Okay.
the most out of all the fast food pizzas I've enjoyed.
Good.
And yeah, they had Impossible sausage for a time too. That was
did
really
they?
cool.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
they did.
I tried that. It was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'm somewhere between a B and a C. I think I liked it more when I was a kid. I liked the pan pizza when I was a kid, and I don't know if they changed or if I changed, but there are a few things that stand out, like the stuffed crust, and again, sort of the iconic innovative side of it definitely stands for itself.
Growing up in the 80s, I also have a huge nostalgia for it. The Book It program,
yeah.
Pac-Man
Ninja
arcades,
Turtle stuff,
The arcade games, and they will get gimmicky. I respect that they get gimmicky sometimes.
Me too. I like that too.
Okay, so we had an A from Brad. Rob, you were a B, right?
I was a B.
Okay. Doug, BC. Malcolm.
I'll say B.
Okay, B. Malcolm, you just said?
I said A, yeah.
A? Okay.
Yeah.
So A, B, B. I'm going to be the deciding factor at B.
No, there's no way, chat, that it's going to be lower than Papa John's for the love of
No. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah. All right, next is Popeyes.
S.
Yeah, that is an S, an absolute S.
No discussion, no notes, S.
Malcolm?
Love that chicken at Popeyes.
Yeah, like that is one of the fast food chains that competes with like the local chicken shack chains. Yeah, it's really crazy good.
Love
Their
Popeyes.
seasonings. Yeah.
Totally agree. S all the way. Popeyes is it. Popeyes is it. All right. Portillos.
S.
Not to be biased. Yes.
Portillo's alone for the sheer just amount of, because it's always like 3 or 4 restaurants in one.
Yeah.
And they got the
variety.
shake. And it's really good for tourists because it's not that it's the best Chicago dog in the city, but it's good enough that you could tell somebody, go to Portillo's, they're everywhere.
Yeah,
and get a Chicago dog there. And the chocolate cake shake alone, like, just the most amazing thing ever.
I think it's just the variety, and it's all good. I can't remember having anything actually bad there.
For those in chat, Portillo's is a hot dog, vaguely Italian
burgers.
Kind of place. Burgers. It's very much a grill place in Chicago. And they do a thing called a chocolate cake shake where they take their signature chocolate cake, put it in a chocolate shake, and then just blend it. So you just get whole freaking cake pieces in a milkshake. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it takes a year off
Mix is trying to get banned.
They just say Chicago dog sucks.
How dare you?
All right, but we're all in agreement about an S.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they recently introduced the veggie dog, so now I can eat Chicago dogs again. That's technically, nice. Yeah.
Well, and they always have a really solid tuna sandwich. That's
they do. Yeah.
What did they bring it back?
Oh, was it gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I'm so sad.
Oh, yeah, no, that was amazing. But it was like grilled. It was actual grilled tuna. It wasn't like the mayo sandwich. It was like a piece of fish, and it was actually really good.
Yeah, it was like a tuna steak.
Oh, that's a shame. They got to. I'm gonna write my local congressman. They need to bring that back.
Honestly, I want to.
All right, Potbelly.
Potbelly's a good B. I like Potbelly. I like their chicken salad, and I give them a lot of respect because they put out that Ring of Fire sandwich, and I do little shorts on whenever something gimmicky and spicy comes out of the chain, and usually its spice level is fast food spicy, which is like mild to medium. But damn, their Ring of Fire was like almost challenge hot. No,
honestly, I don't have an opinion on them because I haven't eaten. Like, I've eaten there, but they've never left an impression, so I'm just not even gonna vote.
Really? I'm an easy A. I really like Potbelly's.
Yeah, Potbelly's is good.
You can tell it's distinctly them.
I just can't remember it. So
very dense.
Yeah, you can. You can definitely tell that it's them. Like, there's some of these, like, maybe I would just have to go to Penn Station again or something like that. But there's ones like that where it's like, I don't know if I could pick that out, really. Maybe if I went there more. But Potbelly, I really can.
Yeah, I love the bread. I love the spices. I love the meat. I love the dress. Yeah, I love, it's one of the, I guess there's still places that put it through the oven. But I really enjoy it. Cookies are good.
Cookies are very good, yeah.
Yeah. Potbelly's is surprisingly customizable too. They really are willing to work with you, like your dietary needs and whatnot. And they have a good variety of breads too.
they have a variety of different types of sandwiches they have as well. Like it's not just your basics that you find at every sandwich place.
Right. Yeah, it's an A for me.
Okay. So we've got an A, and a B. I'm
abstaining. I don't doubt you guys. I don't remember it that well. Like, so.
I'm gonna go with Brad and go with a B as well. Just because I do like it, and I like it more than Panera. I've always been a bigger fan
So do I.
of Potbellies over Panera. But I don't know if I would quite put it up to like A quality for me. So since we have 2 A's and 2 B's, we'll put this one to chat again. Potbelly. Is Potbelly more in only like Chicagoland area? Because there's a lot of people who are like, I don't know what Potbelly's is.
It might be.
Maybe the
I think it's
Midwest.
more of a Midwest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Let me just go over quickly some of these bit messages too, because we are nearing almost 8 o'clock, so we're gonna have to figure this out.
Oh man.
Burnsy, thank you for the 200 bits. Dairy Queen, a B. Tanuki Girl, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's hoping Sabaro gets an S mall food staple. Well, we'll get there. Maybe. G-Kid, thank you for the 50 bits. I had Domino's once, but why did the pizza fall forward? Ha ha ha. So many puns. G-Kids, thank you for the 50 bits. I didn't like DQ. They're very rude to me once, and I found it cold of them. JL, thank you for the 100 bits. Cena is losing it. It's like he's on red kryptonite.
Crazy.
Burnsy, thank you for the 50 bits. Holy cow, Heather. Thank you for the 50 bits. Five Guys headline was because when you eat there, you get dinner and a show.
Yeah, man.
Tiffio, thank you for the 95 bits. IHOP for IHOP. JL, thank you for the 100 bits. I can eat pancakes there. Oh, I can't eat pancakes there anymore. My body betrayed me.
Oh. No, your body's just being a body.
Your body's healing.
Yes.
Burnsy, thank you for the 50 bits. I agree with Walter. Noff, thank you.
All of it.
All of it. Thank you for the 100 bits. Walter literally sounds like young Doug Nostalgia Critic from 2009 right now.
That's what I was saying.
He should take over.
Tiffio, thank you for the 50 bits. That B has a long line.
It does.
Birdsy, thank you for the 50 bits. Papa John's pizza is A for ass.
Ass.
The Only Phineas, thank you for the 50 bits. So if Malcolm's ever the deciding vote, does that make him Malcolm in the middle?
All the comments are going to be pun related, I guess. Is just how it goes.
It's just
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Just
this is serious, people. This is fast what we're talking about.
Did you not hear Walter and his insane unhinged rant? It's like Trump on Twitter.
Potbelly did end up in a B thanks to chat here. Next one is Qdoba.
I've never had it.
Oh, you never had it?
No.
Times and it was fine.
Yeah,
I liked it better than Chipotle. I can tell you that.
Yeah. It's like a Chipotle competitor, basically. It's an assembly line burrito type place and other.
Where did we put Chipotle? C? I'd give it a B then.
Yeah, B for me too.
B for you for Qdoba. My family freaking loved Qdoba for some reason. We would go to Qdoba all the time. It's like an A for me, just almost for the nostalgia, but I can respect that the food is probably better at a B.
Yeah.
I respect it. All right, Quiznos.
That's another one where in its heyday, it was so good. But if you get someone that doesn't cook it right or long enough or put enough seasoning on it or whatever, it was just so bland and so nothing.
I'd probably say B now. I would have given it an A years ago in their heyday.
Yeah,
back when they had wraps. I don't know if they brought back their wraps, but I used to get those a lot. Like, because again, they were really convenient to eat while editing. Then they discontinued them. I would still get it because their Baja chicken was really good. But it has been a while since I've had it. I would probably say a B.
Okay, so we've got a B. Did I just not process what anyone else said about it?
I said B.
B.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna weigh in on it. Yeah, I'd say B.
All right.
They were solid sandwiches. I like their melts. I haven't had it since I was like a little kid, but I remember them just being hearty, comforting sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Roy Rogers. I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
I've never been.
So when Hardee's had chicken back in the 90s, it was Roy Rogers chicken. And it was really damn good. But I haven't had it in 30 years. So,
wow.
I don't. Yeah, so I don't know how it is now. I did feel it. If we're going back 30 years for Hardee's, I'd say A. But again, I don't know if that's still the case.
Yeah, I've never had it. So do you want me to put it in A or just leave it off
No,
the list? Just leave it off the
yeah,
list?
because it's been so long since I've had it, and I don't know if it's my memory tricking me.
Oh, that's so fair. That's so fair.
But I remember it being great.
All right, next one is Sbarro.
S.
30 years ago, A. Now, F. It is awful.
It's
awful, and it looks no. It used to look good and then taste bad, and now it just looks bad and tastes bad. I mean, it's terrible.
So if this was literally 1990, I would put it.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah. The reality is, like, I'll be gracious and give it a D.
Yeah, because the fall from grace is tragic.
It used to be so. Oh god, it was like at the mall. It used to be so good.
Laura had it not too long ago, and I took and she was like, "This isn't what I remembered." And I took a bite and was like, "That's not very good."
No, and that's the thing. Sometimes, like, oh well, you just grew up. Like, no, sometimes they just got.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Oh, it's gonna hurt me, but yeah, it's like a D. Because I remember I used to like it a lot, and then the last time I had it, which was still a decent long time ago, like in 2016, I think, it was nasty. I had multiple times. Like I was like, "Ooh, I remember Sbarro's," like from childhood.
He's tricking you.
Yeah. So yeah, no, D.
I've never had a good piece of pizza from Sbarro. Even when I was younger, and like, I mean, I used to hang around the mall a lot when I was like 13 years old. That's just what we used to do in the early 2000s. And like, nah.
Yep. But I
keep in mind when I'm talking about eating Sbarro, it's probably like 1993.
Yeah, same. Like in the 90s.
Yeah. Nah, I never liked Sbarro. I've always been a hater. Okay, so it's 8:00 now. There's no way that we're gonna finish the rest of this here. We can talk off stream as to whether or not we want to finish this on stream or not. You know, I don't want to put anyone on the spot right now. So we'll talk. We'll figure it out. I feel like we do need some kind of conclusion, but we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. But really quickly, I do want to say a couple more things before we start wrapping up the stream here. First of all, please remember that the only reason that we are doing this stream today is because we hit our sub goal, and we do still have a little bit of time to hit our sub goal for April. We have the goal that if we are at 135 subs on April 25th, which is 3 more days, so we do still have some time, okay, we'll do an MCU quiz. Okay, so we will do that if we hit that goal. So please keep that in mind, that those goals, the reason that we do these special streams is the goals help us get there. Let me quickly at least say thank you to these bit messages. Maybe read some, although like we said, we don't really have too much time right now. Cameron, thank you for the 50 bits. Would you do a tier list of discontinued snacks? I mean, I just feel like that is way too like there's way too much that we could do.
Yeah, that's true.
Know?
There'd be so many.
Big.
Yeah.
Majestic Diva, thank you for the 100 bits. Little Caesars pizza box tastes like less cardboard than the actual pizza.
That's true.
G Kids, thank you for the 50 bits. You know, out of all of these fast foods are fast and you go in and out. Thank you, audience. If you like my pun, say yay.
Yay.
Tifio, thank you for the 50 bits. McDonald's quality is a roller coaster. They tend to be really good and god awful. They never fall flatline. They never flatline.
That's true.
Bernsey, thank you for the 50 bits. Subway almost killed Quiznos. Kermit Wazowski, thank you for the 100 bits. I've been to Portillo's exactly once in my life, and that's enough for me to give it an S. I still rave about the chicken sandwich and chocolate cake to anyone who will listen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So good.
JL, thank you for the 100 bits. Malcolm, could the VR troopers asset the Z fighters? Asset the Z fighters?
I'm going to defer to King Croker to answer that one.
Sean49 Doctor, thank you for the 50 bits. You guys want real chicken? Swiss Chalet in Canada. Awesome.
Yes, I usually hear Canadian chicken is the best.
King Croker, thank you for that 58-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Wolf Dragon Man, thank you for subscribing with your Prime. We really appreciate that. Tiffio, thank you for the 50 bits. You should really rename those lettered tier lists with actual words. I mean, you can do it. Like I said, I probably won't because it just causes confusion.
Just easy.
Yeah, this is just an easy...
Do what we want.
An easy bar. So if you would like to do that and record it, go ahead, do what you want to do. All right, awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here today. As usual, we super appreciate it. We do have content here 5
Walter loved
days.
it most of all.
Yeah, right. 5 days a week. So come on back and join us. Doug will be here Wednesday. Malcolm will be here Thursday. Doug will be back on Friday with more Resident Evil 2, etc. So we hope to see you all soon. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Walter says boo. Well, I just say boo because we missed you. All right, bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye. Goodbye.